The coils are charged. Are you ready? Ready. Initiating the sequence. Incredible power. The energy is surging. Increase the current slowly. Adjusting the field now. The coil is stabilizing. Excellent. Ready for the next phase. Direct current is the electricity of the future. It is safe, reliable, and proven. Alternating current, it is unpredictable.
In the late 19th century, a bitter rivalry. Their clash over electricity would change the world forever.
After leaving his childhood behind, Nikola Tesla stepped into a new phase of life. He was no longer just a curious boy watching lightning in the sky. He was becoming a young man with a powerful and unusual mind. As Tesla entered his teenage years, something strange began to happen. His imagination grew stronger, but it was no longer just imagination. He began to experience vivid mental images. These images were so clear that they felt real. Sometimes, they appeared suddenly, without warning. Bright flashes of light would fill his vision. Then entire scenes would form in his mind. Machines, structures, and moving systems appeared in perfect detail. Tesla did not need to draw them. He could see them completely in his head. At first, these experiences disturbed him. He thought something might be wrong. But over time, he began to understand them. He realized this was not a weakness. It was a powerful ability. Tesla could design inventions entirely in his mind. He could test them. He could fix problems before ever building anything. This ability would later become one of his greatest strengths. During this time, Tesla also developed unusual habits. He became obsessed with patterns and numbers. The number 3 became especially important to him. He would repeat actions 3 times. He preferred symmetry in everything around him. These behaviors were not fully understood, but they showed how differently his mind worked. Tesla continued his education in the city of Karlovac. There, he studied mathematics, physics, and engineering principles. His teachers quickly noticed his abilities. He could solve complex equations faster than anyone else. Often, he did not need paper. Everything happened inside his mind. Some teachers doubted him. They believed his answers were too fast to be real, but Tesla always proved them wrong. His memory was also extraordinary. He could remember entire books. He could recall conversations word for word. This ability helped him learn at an incredible speed. But Tesla's mind was not always calm. The same imagination that helped him also brought challenges. Sometimes, his visions became overwhelming. He would see flashes of light that made it difficult to focus. He described moments where reality and imagination seemed to mix together. Despite this, Tesla remained determined. He did not allow these experiences to stop him. Instead, he used them. He turned his visions into ideas, and his ideas into plans for the future. One of his teachers introduced him to advanced electrical concepts. This changed everything. Tesla became completely focused on electricity. He began to think about energy in a new way, not just as power, but as something that could move across space. He imagined systems that could transmit energy over long distances, even without wires.
In the late 19th century, a bitter rivalry. Their clash over electricity would change the world forever.
See it working in his mind.
Increase the current
The young
slowly.
man who
Adjusting
once
the field
watched
now.
lightning was
The
now
coil is
beginning to
stabilizing.
understand it.
Excellent. Ready
But
for the
his
next
journey
phase.
was far
The
from
coils
easy.
are charged.
New
Are you ready?
challenges were coming.
Ready. Initiating the
Challenges that would
sequence.
test his
Incredible
discipline,
power.
his
The energy is
focus,
surging.
and his future. And soon, Tesla would face one of the most dangerous struggles of his life. A struggle not with machines, but with himself as Nikola Tesla continued his studies. His life began to change in unexpected ways. He enrolled in higher education to study engineering. At first, he showed extraordinary discipline. He studied for long hours, often starting early in the morning and continuing late into the night. He rarely took breaks. He was completely focused on understanding electricity and machines. Professors were impressed by his dedication. Some believed he had the potential to become one of the greatest engineers of his time. But beneath this intense focus, another side of Tesla was beginning to emerge. During his university years, he was introduced to gambling. At first, it seemed harmless. A simple game, a way to relax. But it quickly became something more dangerous. Tesla became obsessed. He began spending more time gambling than studying. Money that should have supported his education was lost. The more he lost, the more he tried to win it back. It became a cycle he could not easily escape. His academic performance began to suffer. The disciplined student started missing classes. His focus weakened. His mind, once completely dedicated to invention, became divided. This period was one of the darkest in his early life. Tesla later admitted that he lost everything he had during this time. He even lost the support of his family. But this struggle revealed something important about him. Despite his genius, he was still human. He faced temptation. He made mistakes. And he had to confront them. One day, Tesla reached a breaking point. He realized that if he continued this path, he would destroy his future. In that moment, he made a powerful decision. He would stop. Not slowly. Not gradually. Completely. Tesla used the same mental strength that made him a genius. He forced himself to quit gambling entirely. And remarkably, he succeeded. He later said that he never gambled again after that decision. This moment marked a turning point in his life. It showed his incredible self-control, his ability to change direction completely when necessary. After overcoming this struggle, Tesla returned to his studies. But
In the
things
late
were no
19th
longer the
century,
same.
a bitter
The damage had
rivalry,
already been
their
done.
clash over
His
electricity
academic
would
path
change the
became
world forever.
unstable. And eventually, he left university without completing his degree. For many people, this would have been the end of their ambitions. But for Tesla, it was only the beginning of a different path. A path driven not by formal education, but by vision and determination. Even without a degree, his mind continued to work at an extraordinary level. His ideas about electricity became more advanced. He began thinking about systems that could change entire cities. Power systems that were more efficient, more powerful, and capable of reaching far beyond what existed at the time. Tesla had faced his first major personal battle, and he had won. But the world outside was waiting. A world where competition was fierce, where powerful inventors and businessmen controlled the future of technology. And soon, Nikola Tesla would step into that world. A world where his ideas would either rise to greatness or be crushed by forces far beyond his control after leaving university. Nikola Tesla entered a period of uncertainty. He no longer followed a traditional academic path, but his mind never stopped working. He began searching for opportunities to apply his knowledge in the real world. Tesla found work in engineering positions across Europe. These early jobs were not always stable, but they gave him something important: experience. He worked with electrical systems, telegraph equipment, and early power technologies. During this time, his ideas about electricity continued to grow stronger. He became increasingly convinced that the future depended on a new kind of power system: alternating current. Unlike direct current, which struggled over long distances, alternating current could travel much farther with less loss of energy. Tesla could clearly see the advantages. He imagined cities powered efficiently. He imagined entire regions connected by electrical networks. But these ideas were not yet accepted. Most engineers still relied on existing systems, and powerful figures controlled the direction of technology. Tesla knew that if he wanted to bring his ideas to life, he would need more than just knowledge. He would need opportunity, and he would need the right place. During this period, Tesla also continued to experience his intense mental visions. He described moments where ideas appeared suddenly, fully formed. Machines would come to life in his imagination. He could observe every detail, every movement, every function. This ability allowed him to refine his inventions before building them. It gave him an advantage that few others could understand, but it also isolated him. Few people could relate to the way his mind worked. Nikola
Demonstrations
Tesla
of the
arrived
AC
in New
system
York
will
City
win the
in
war of
spring
currents. My DC system is
1884.
superior and will
The
end
city
this
was
debate.
alive with energy, smoke, and the hum of innovation. Skyscrapers were rising, factories were booming, and electricity was beginning to light the streets. Tesla carried with him little more than a few belongings: a head full of ideas, and an unshakable belief in the power of invention. Soon, he secured a meeting with Thomas Edison, the legendary inventor and entrepreneur who dominated the American electrical industry. Edison was a man of vision, known for his incandescent light bulb and his practical approach to problem solving. Tesla admired his achievements, but he also carried a different philosophy. While Edison focused on direct current, Tesla imagined a system that could transmit electricity more efficiently over long distances. Alternating current. Their meeting was electric, both in conversation and tension. Tesla presented his ideas with clarity and passion. Edison listened, but he was skeptical. He had built his empire on direct current and was not eager to embrace a radical new concept. Despite the tension, Edison offered Tesla a job in his company. Tesla accepted, knowing this would be his chance to prove the value of his innovations. Over the following months, Tesla worked tirelessly. He redesigned machines. He improved systems. He experimented day and night. But the differences in vision between the two men grew. Tesla's dream of alternating current clashed with Edison's insistence on direct current. It was the beginning of a rivalry that would not only define their careers but also shape the future of electricity itself. Tesla had arrived in America, but the real journey, the struggle to bring his revolutionary ideas to life, was only just beginning.
We've run out of boxing rates, and we have to go out here. Direct current is the electricity of the future. It is safe, reliable, and proven. Alternating current, it is unpredictable. We've run out of boxing rates, and we have to go out here.